I ain't what the I'm talking about, he don't remember. Trying to copy what I do. You is not a printer, cooped up, mate. Get they suit touch begging. I ain't even got $2 for you. Roll call when I'm coming with me. No, this ain't jump ball. You can't jump with me. Ballin' jump, man. Touch hands. We bout to bump then. Better bang yours, cause I bang mine. This ain't happen overnight. It take time. You seen a Super Bowl, the cheat code. Game time. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. What I want for Christmas too. At the same time with me, it's game time. But with you, yeah, it's same time. Hey, keep playing around with you. Well, okay. I catch the dog, he getting the beats like it's Dre, like the money.
Hail to the Commanders. Hail victory.
Get a pass from the slimy summer. Hungry for it, see it issue and I rub my stomach. Enough paper to make a book.
Not far east from the unmistakable buildings of the nation's capital, we've got a building that's also unmistakable in sight, but bears a new name. Welcome to Northwest Stadium here in Landover, Maryland. Today, an exciting battle in the NFC between the Carolina Panthers and the Washington Commanders. And his punter, Ethan Evans, going to send this one away. And we're off and running from Landover. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. He is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's going to bring up the Carolina first down.
Ready?
Going play action. Young. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Quarterback of his renown, kid, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap now to Young. Hits him up. Oh, maybe he gets rocked, and the ball is out. And the Commanders make the recovery. So the first drive goes almost nowhere, and then Brock, then they turn it over.
You know, it is such a double whammy, Kate. Obviously, you hate the turnover and give it away possession. But these opening drives are really a time to see what your opponent's going to do. The great coordinators will script it, right, to get different personnel and different formations to try to...
On him quick, and they bring him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
That is not a good omen at all. You know, you spend so much time, Kate, on the first 15 plays, and that first play, you've rehearsed it in your head over and over as a quarterback, as an offensive line. You never, ever want to go backwards, have such a negative play, but now you got to flush it and quickly move on.
And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
60 red. Ready?
3rd and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. The Commanders ready for the punt. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. McMillan coming in motion right.
Yellow. Ready?
Now it's Young. They'll set up a screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
At that down the distance, this group is pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Young working from the gun. This is Legette working the left side. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Get 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Panthers first. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, they don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. It's a gain of 22. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
First down.
Zoom check.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Yellow. Zoom. Blue 32. Ready.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Fitzgerald up and good on the PAT. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Set. Hut. 10 black. Hut.
Now come out throwing. Finds Mims. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Green Jack. Let's go now.
He's dropping back to throw. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
Kind of feel like we're watching a welcome to the NFL moment for this rookie quarterback. Hey, kid, yeah, the rush gets here a little bit faster at this level than it does the college game.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ethan Evans on down a punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Takes it in at the 26. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. First down now, ball at the 33.
Ready?
They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. Sent out of bounds after a pickup of 6. 2nd and 4 coming up.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Red. Yellow. Ready. Black, 90, ready.
On third down, it's Young. And the Commanders' rush brings him down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. He takes this in on his side of midfield. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. First and 10 from the 43.
Let's go. Hut, hut.
Now a give running right. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Here we go. Ready, ready.
Back-to-back carries here. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
27-yard line.
Set. Black 40. Set, hut.
Now looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Second and 3 now.
Set, ready, set.
He's going to throw this one. Completed to his running back. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Throw is caught. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes.
And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Commanders put it to a load of points on the scoreboard. Going after by Nevis is good. And the Commanders tie this game 7-7. After tying this game up, they're all set to center away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. And they're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, first and 10. Off the play fake, it's Young. That's going to be caught by his back, McCaffrey. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Both teams neck and neck so far. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this.
Ready.
We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They've got a first to begin the frame. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Let's go now. Blue 32. Ready?
Out of the gun, Young. It's made by Chuba Hubbard. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check down outlet on short throws.
And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
From the gun, McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
On the set.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Ready. 10 black. Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Young. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he could do it right there.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Let's go. Hut.
Now Young. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Fitzgerald sends this through. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. There was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Hand off to the back. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Black 40. Set, hut.
Dropping back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Got it.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Come on. Set.
Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Looking right, and he finds it. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Ready. 45. White. Ready.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Set, hut. 50. Green. Set.
Back now, pressure coming. Going all the way to the end zone here. And he's got it! Has a layup for a good touchdown! The Commanders take a 2nd quarter lead. Nevis with a point after. And the Commanders take a 4-point lead.
Makes the score. Commanders 14. Panthers 10.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Hut, hut.
On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, one defender failed. His buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 52 blue. Blue striker.
Throwing from the gun here. Hits his running back. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More coming up from Northwest Stadium. Stick around. Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Ready?
McCaffrey running between the tackles. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Oh, that's such a good feeling as a quarterback on an RPO, and you get to hand it, and you get to watch him take off. You know if you take advantage in the RPO game of a run like that, it only makes the pass that much better.
He's going to have this one down to the 28. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that's going to bring up the Carolina 1st down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Going to the ground again on 1st. The big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. This time it's a passing play. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Xavier will get the target on that throw. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll air it out on 3rd. It's taken in by Horn. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
All right, they made the red zone, and it's touchdown or bust, it seems. They're lining up to go for this.
Come on, set. 60, hut.
They'll go. It's McCaffrey. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Can you call that play in the huddle as a quarterback? You break the huddle, and you can almost feel it right from the jump. Get that surge at the point of attack on 4th and short. They did, and then some to move those chains.
Let's go. Set, hut.
1st down, and they go right back to it. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Set, ready.
Shotgun snap now to Young. He has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers take the lead just before halftime. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
15 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it.
Set, cut. 10 black, set.
Airing it out to start this drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
Yellow, 40 seconds.
Going again on 2nd and 10. That's complete over the middle. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Kate, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
Forces that one, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers watch as the return goes out of bounds, bringing us to the end of our first half. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start. For this second half, we've got a touchback. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. Rolling into enemy territory. Here he goes again. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take the lead right away in half number 2.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game. That's exactly what the doctor ordered.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders take a 4-point lead. There's Evans set to kick this away. And he's going to elect not to bring this one out. So no run back this time. We'll pick things up from the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Okay, ready?
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Set.
On the ground, McCaffrey. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Jalen Thompson, the man on the tackle.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
Ready?
Young throwing here. Outright McCaffrey makes the grab. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. Even 5 on the play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. That got him some yards, so taking that shot, it was not for nothing.
Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next. that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Ready. 53. Blocker, 6. Ready.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First and 10 from the 43.
Ready. 33. Ready.
Young working from the gun. Drop this down to McCaffrey underneath. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
5 still to go here. This is second down.
Let's go. Cut.
Running with Hubbard out of the gun. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Into the hands of Leggett. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to bring up the Carolina first down.
First down. A gain of 16
Here we go.
yards. And the
Draw play. This is McCaffrey. Running in the red zone. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Cut.
They'll run here. Right in for the goal line. Oh, he lost it. Someone punched it out. And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
Hey, listen, inside the 5-yard line, that ball needs to be welded to your body at times. Under no circumstances can it come free. Whether someone puts a helmet on it or not, there's players ripping at it from both sides.
On first down, they'll run. And they're not going to stop him until he gets out to that 16-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
That has got to be so demoralizing for that defense. You pin them back. It's a terrible field position. They run the ball, but they run it right down your throat and move the chains. That stings.
Has him on the quick hitter. And this one does not go far.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then you have some positive yards.
It's an excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll throw here on first. Diving forward, and he makes the catch. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's second down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Ready.
Another carry for him. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. And Tackle made by Princely Umariellen.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Ready, set.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive.
Set. 50, green. Ready?
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Cox, this is Lee. Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders grow their lead on the turnover. Nevis now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders drive their lead to 11.
The score, Commanders 28, Panthers 17.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Hut.
Off the play fake, it's Young. On the move, headed right. He just throws this one away.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Set, ready. 52, blue. Eagle, blue. Set,
Out of the gun, Young. To the left side, Sanders has it. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
It's complete. Sanders has got it outright. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Here we go. It's fly soon. Black, 95. Check.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. Downfield, he's got McMillan. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's the Panthers who have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Set, punt, ready.
A give, left side to McCaffrey. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that 1st down carry.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
52 blaster.
Going run again with McCaffrey. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers now within 1 score in the 4th. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. So after thinking it over, these guys lining up for 2.
Let's go now.
Panthers will line up for the
Black
2-point
40.
conversion.
Ready, ready.
Young's throwing for it. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in. The lead only a field goal now.
Panthers 25. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for
Ball is
Carolina.
set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And He got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Real quick. Maybe on that rap to pay the bills. Now I'm better, not even a little bit. Oh, Lord. Know yourself.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 10 black. Ready?
They'll come out throwing. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner. And throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
10 at the 48-yard line.
Black. Ready. Blue 32. Hut.
Throwing from the gun. That one's complete, right side. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, when one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Short pass brought in. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. And it's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Ready. 33. Yep, ready.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 50. Green. 6. Mega. Set. Hut.
From the red zone on 1st. Completed to his running back. And he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal coming up.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Set. Hut. Set.
They'll try and punch it in. And he'll make his way through for a pickup of 4.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the 1st and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Yellow. 22. Hut.
He'll call his own number. And he's in for the touchdown. The Commanders making a 9-point advantage. Nevis now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders making a 10-point ball game.
The score, Commanders 31, Panthers 25.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Down. Set.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. That was Tyrone McMillan he was looking for. So that brings up 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking Xavier Legette's way there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. So 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. On 3rd down, it's Young. Hits him on the end route. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45.
We all saw the brief moment of full-on panic between the ball coming out and him getting back on it. The impressive part is he kept his composure while it was still loose. One mistake didn't become two, and he cleaned it up before any defenders could.
45. You don't close. Ready?
It's Young. The throw here on first. Hits his running back. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Ready?
Again, it's Young. That's caught by Hubbard. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up the Carolina first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
We've set it downs from 37.
Let's go. Hunt.
Sticking to the air, it's Young. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Ready?
The second down throw for Young. It's going to be caught by his back, McCaffrey. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice gain on top of it.
Offense in the hurry up here.
No gain on the play.
They send the tight end in motion.
Ready?
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on fourth.
Gain of 6. That's another.
Okay, break.
First down. It's a gain of 6. First down.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 16. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Panthers got to score in a hurry.
Ready, set.
2nd and 3 now.
Here we go. 22 needle. Cut.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
No gain on the play. It's third down.
Throwing now. Got a man, and Horn has it. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a first and goal.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
7-yard line.
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal.
Here we go.
Receiver in motion. He's headed right.
Set.
Back to throw. Here's Young. He'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
No gain, maybe just a couple of inches on the run. That brings up 4th and goal.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, Kate, two sides charging each other, and they meet right at that line. And they didn't have to drive backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers cut it to a field goal game. Raleigh set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 10 flat. Ready.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he gets the first down for the Commanders. That should get them this victory as well. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Set, claws red. Black 40. Ready?
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He puts some air under it deep down the left. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
45. Cut.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he takes it across midfield and into Panthers territory. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Ready, ready. Set, cut.
Here he is to throw. Cox, this is Lane. And he will score! And there was no time left, that should clinch the win! So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts him up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.